Hello, everyone. Welcome to. We're dual streaming today. We are on Toy Anxiety and we are on DL44 Network, even though I got the DHL44 Network on here. Do you know why I have that logo up here today? Because I am joined with Paul Seung-Young Lee, the creator of DHL44.
What up, everyone?
Dude, yeah. I'm Ryan Doell, by the way, and we're just going to sit here. We're just doing a quick little hangout. I just want to do a little stream. Because I just need to get this out of my soul, Paul.
Out of your soul?
Out of my soul. Every year, like I didn't do one of these last year for Star Wars. And I feel like Star Wars, there's a lot of, well, let's put it this way. There's a lot of Star Wars content out there that's not even on Disney Plus. You go on YouTube, you type in Star Wars, there is 1,000 channels.
Yeah.
And then during March, because they're already starting this now as well, the brackets for a little thing called March Madness for toy collectors. And it's where they go, what are the TVC figures you want? And everyone lists 1,000 people list 1,000 different characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to make brackets and then you vote and it becomes a fan vote. And I never feel like those kind of brackets are always really fair or stacked up or even like true to how people feel, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Like you get to a certain point and it's going to be like, well, we gave up Kylo Ren because you said there would be, because someone put Haslab Death Star, right? Like, it's just kind of like, so, but then you get to the end and you're like, how did these three characters make it to the end? And you kind of, you know, it's just, it's weird. Plus it's all suggested. Yeah. Like, it's just, you know, it's all personal feelings and stuff anyway. It doesn't really matter. It's all for fun, really. But I know Hasbro watches it and like, they keep an eye on it.
Right.
Just to see kind of who the top figures are. But I'm like, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to make my own list. And I'm going to make Hasbro watch it. Because when this is done, I'm going to send them all the links and be like, watch this.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that. And I'm sure no one's ever thought to do that.
Oh my God. They're all doing it. And they've never watched one of them. I don't even, I think only one team, only the Ghostbusters team from Hasbro watches Toy Anxiety anymore. I am certain of it, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's say a quick hi to the chat because we got a few people here watching us. So let's say hello to them. Bitter Troll is here. Well, you're gonna have to stay tuned, Bitter Troll, to see if Shaved Chewbacca makes this year's cut.
It all depends on which part of him he shaved.
That's right. just the one part.
Just the one part.
Just the one part. Wookiescape. That's our new sponsor. Toy Geekosaurus is here. Toady Johnson's Bat Kid Voodoo is here. Great seeing you here, Bat Kid Voodoo. Cone Killer Confusor. Daniel is here. D Sartle. Dude, the Lord of the Dole swag right here. Video Power Gaming is here as well. Great seeing you. Oh, Luis Ballesteros, Hola desde Mexico. Great seeing you here, Luis. Blake Kemp is here. Badly Bradley. I love that name. And it sounds a lot like you hear off like a Garbage Pail Kid or like a G.I. Joe character or something. It sounds very 80s, Badly Bradley. Like I like how that sounds. And Master of the Charts is here. Doell is back to being Black Series Junior. There's a lot of Black Series Junior in this, but I have Black Series in here as well. Even though I do not collect Black Series, I did when I used to do like Black Series versus TVC. I didn't realize, Paul, that there was actual like heat between both scale collectors. Like I never realized that. And then here I am like adding fuel to that fire. I just thought like I should know better by now that Star Wars fans don't always necessarily agree and get along.
What?
Yeah,
what?
I know.
It's all one big happy family.
Correct. Yes, as of course, right? And then but yeah, so I kind of stopped doing that. So I stopped doing that rift because I was just kind of like, you know what? I think like let people collect what they want to collect, man. Like even I am all over the board. You know this. You're all over the board.
Well,
dude, come on. Like I've seen like you're a lot like me. Except you know, you have way more Hot Toys than I do, right? But you also get into Micro Galaxy Squadron and you do TVC, and you do props, and you do the helmets, and you do like the Disney merch. I see the like the droids, because you got like the mouse droid and all that kind of like, or the 3PO head. You also like the swag. I like the books. I like little like Ewok figures and like TVC figures and stuff like that. Like like, we are all over the board on this, and I feel like leaving just one group out as if like that's not a real collection because it's 6-inch, I think is pretty dumb. And I mean, if it does, again, I mean, I stopped dabbling in it because I just found myself not even buying the characters you could get in one or the other. I found myself getting, well, I need this Luke in both scales. And I was like, what am I doing? That's not good collecting. That's not smart collecting. So I just cut Black Series out.
Yeah, it's the redundancy of it all. And that's why I stopped, because when I first started back in again, it was exclusively Black Series that got me started. And then, you get burned a few times by Amazon and by other places with, I've had pre-orders with different companies that have screwed me in different ways. And then once I switched to a reliable sort of distributor of Hot Toys, and I started getting the Hot Toys on a regular, and then I realized, oh, these are just bigger and more detailed figures of the ones I have in 6-inch. So it was just like, no, I'm going to start phasing out the Black Series stuff, because I've got the 1/6 scale stuff, which is, granted, way more expensive, but the detail is night and day, right? Just when you scale something up, you can get more detailed in it, right?
Right.
So it was just one of those things. It's like, you got to be smart with the money that you spend. Don't tell my wife I said that. But it's one of those things where it's like, I don't need a 6, like a 1/12 version of it when I have a 1/6 scale version of it. Right. And so I just started phasing out the Black Series, the 6-inch, and then I got back into the TVC stuff because of the vehicles. Right. Like when you have an X-wing or a Razor Crest Haslab or a Ghost, you need to inhabit them with figures. And so it's like, it became one of these things where when it came to world building, they went hand in hand, and it was like, oh, okay. And so
and I'm with you on this, on the world building thing too, because it got to like, when I was like still getting like Black Series stuff, I was like, I got the DJ Rex, and I was like, oh, maybe I can build something around this, but I can't. Like you just, because there's already 30 years or more of 3.75 figures, where they had these big long gaps between movies, so they were making every character that had a blip on the screen, so you were able to go back and world build and fill out, which is why I got so focused on doing the Cantina. Right.
Well, I mean, that's the thing in terms of world building, that scale is way better than like the 1/12 scale. Like the Black Series world building in that it's like if I tried the world build with the 1/6 scale stuff, right? It would take up it looks really cool. Like I've got a DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future 2, that's 1/6 scale, and it takes up an entire shelf. And you're very, very limited in what you can do with it. It looks awesome, but if you want more scope to it, then the 3.75 is kind of the way to go, right? And that's why I also like the Micro Galaxy stuff, because it's scaled even smaller, and then you can have,
Squadrons.
Exactly. And when you have something like, Cube Squadron coming up, with all the different displays where you can make dioramas with them, that just sort of ups the game in terms of display capabilities and whatnot. Because that's what you want. The world building is also to make a kick-ass display, so that when people come in, it's kind of like a showstopper. They go, whoa! Beyond the initial reaction is that it takes their breath away, and they look at the world that you've recreated there, with little individual flares put into there. But like that's the reaction you want. You want people to go, whoa, to just look at the intricacy and the detail of that. And 3.75 is kind of like the best scale to do it with in terms of figs as well. My opinion, that is.
I totally agree. I do hope, like, I'm glad that like Cube Squadron exists as well. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
So I think one of the big things I wanted when they started doing Micro Galaxy Squadron was the play sets. That because Micro Machines used to do them. They used to do like an Endor, a Hoth, you know, just any of those classic battle scenes.
Yeah.
Even though they were never like properly to scale, because it would be like your figure will come up to the knee of and add at, but the way they kind of had it where it's like once you have the environment out and you put the vehicles on the environment, it worked. It's just the figures that seemed too big. Anyway, I digest. What I'm trying to say is Cube Squadron is going to kind of scratch that itch as well of like having that play set. And, you know, hopefully one day they'll get Micro Galaxy will also get to do their own. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
That's one of the things that, you know, I love what they're doing right now with the individual starships and the Dreadnought class, which is the bigger ships like a Ghost, like a Falcon, like an Arc 170. But I'm kind of hoping what I'd love to see them expand to are capital ships. Have
Same
them
here.
at, you know, the same sort of scale, so they won't scale properly with the AT-ATs or the Falcons or whatever.
Right.
But to get a Star Destroyer that is Dreadnought class, like that kind of scale of it, you know, that size box would be great. You know, the Rebel troop transports, the Moncal capital ships would be a lot of fun. Like even a Death Star, right? It doesn't have to be scaled so that all the ships, but like just to have them on your shelves would be amazing because the detail that goes into these ships is fantastic, and the modeling is great. The paint apps are great. I'd love to see them expand on that because fighters and snub-nosed fighters and speeders and walkers are a lot of fun, but I like those big ticket sort of ships, and I would love the fleet build in that capacity.
Yeah, you always have been into those. Like those have always been the things that like, you know, spark the joy, right? And but where do you feel the Royal Starship, the Naboo Royal Starship?
Yeah,
because that's like this weird in between thing of like it's bigger than a Falcon, right? But it's smaller than a Death Star. Like I guess you would just have to do the same thing. Wouldn't be to scale, but it would just be nice to have one. Maybe do an exclusive, extra expensive, chromed out one.
Like, or you create another class of collectibles in that. Like, you know, they have Starfighter class, with that light armor class. Like they've done them in accordance to scale. Just call it a capital ship class, and they're in scale to each other, but not necessarily to the other. To the individual ships with the minifigs, right? Like these ones, so you could have that as well. And I think those subcategories, I don't know, I think they'd be a lot of fun because I think, you know, you
that's
always
a brilliant idea.
You always see like the start, like in any sort of space battle sequence, like the shum, 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 where the Star Destroyers drop in out of hyperspace, right? Or you know, that's one of my favorite scenes in Rogue One is when the Rebel fleet drops out of light speed over Scarif, and you just see them all appear. Medical frigates, the destroyers, the Moncal ships. There's something about building that kind of a fleet that is that just sort of takes my breath away and captures my imagination.
Dude,
and I've always thought that, and it stemmed from Star Trek too, when you have a number of you know, Constellation class starships dropping out of warp speed and facing a number of D7 Klingon battle cruisers. Like that's kind of fun for me. Like that, just like that brings out the kid in me.
God, yeah. Once you said medical frigate too, I was like, that's a ship. That thing is awesome. It's love iconic. That thing.
Yeah.
I love that thing. Let's get to it because we're already talking about all this. Like, that's a great thing. You just heard Paul's wish list for Star. Like, that's part of it. So we're gonna get into my wish list. Paul's gonna give me commentary of would probably be some roasting along the way, I think mostly. But this is my wish list. I would love to see from Star Wars this year, from 2026. You know, who knows? A lot of this might drop into next year as well. We will see. Though I feel like next year's might be a different list as we ramp up for the 50th anniversary of A New Hope. Because that's going to be, well, to me anyway, very, very exciting. So thank you, everyone. Let's get right into it. The first one and only one. I have one thing on my Hot Toys wish list. It's all of this. I really wish that Hot Toys would just drop a Padme that's not like, I mean, I understand why everyone's making the arena battle Padme from episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Cheers to that from Dex's Diner, by the way.
Nice.
This is she has some of these most amazing outfits in Star Wars, period. This she is awesome, and it would be great to get any of these in Hot Toys, especially the one center top, the Queen Amidala, that's super iconic. Any one of her dresses, even the one where she's got the big lanterns that are hanging down on each side. Like, I understand that these are very meticulous dresses and costumes, and there's a lot of detail there, and they're very big. So these would probably be more expensive than your regular Hot Toy. But man, it would be worth it. It would be absolutely worth it. Also, black dress, bottom corner. Come on. Let's. Anakin, we can't do this. Yeah, I bet we can't. Can't.
I know what's next on your wish list is one of those little cupboards, like Indian in the
Indian in the book cupboard in the movie. Yeah,
yeah. You can't. No, you can't. You can't do it. Well, I mean, you did get an Amidala.
I did. Right? Yeah, I did.
Like you mentioned, and it's great. I've got her over there in the Clone Wars section.
Yeah.
The sculpt is there, so they have the base.
Yes,
but it's like you said, it is one of the greatest things I love about 1/6 scale is how they can scale down and make the costuming, the soft goods look so perfect.
Yes,
right. And you are right. Like, just think of how many how much work, how many hours went into. I used an outdated term, but that somebody had to put into the details in just like that center one with the classic look. Like, you look at the embroidery, you look at the fabric, you look at the different. It's a nightmare. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but it's probably a nightmare to construct 1-to-1 scale.
Right.
Never mind scaling it down. Right now, they can do fantastic things, but how delicate is that thing going to be? Like, I'd be terrified.
Right. Yeah. Well,
even I wouldn't want to damage it.
Even the picnic outfit underneath, that's still a lot of detail. Whether it's the headpiece, just the different types of fabrics that it's using.
And do you have like sculpted hair? Do you have the artisanal?
Yeah, the
hair?
artisanal. Oh my God! And what do you do?
Look at the sheer fabric on her shawl. Like that, it's so thin, man. I'd be terrified. Like, and when you create something that small, it's the durability of it as well. Mm-hmm. In a few years, because they've had this issue before with like the pleather, the fake leather stuff, like on the Vaders, it would dry up and flake off. For a lot. Now, I think they've solved that, but I mean, that's the other thing that you're looking at is the longevity of the materials that they have to use in order to make it work at that scale.
Right?
How durable is it going to be? How sensitive to sunlight, UV light, or just being out in the open, exposure,
dust?
Like, what's going to happen? Right?
Yeah. So. Oh man. However, if they do make nightgown Padme, they need to make shirtless Anakin. Like, it just has to be a 2-pack. Like, if they do both, just do both. Make it both. But man, like, I would kill for any of these, but I don't think I don't think it's gonna happen. But man,
you got your Padme.
I got it. But I mean, at the same time, this is a wish list. It doesn't mean it's gonna get made. It's just a wish list. Brandon Whitmore with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Sorry, Paul, and I can't wait to meet you finally. But go Green Bay.
That's cool. That's Brandon. Cool. Bear down, brother.
Yeah. This is my next thing.
Yes.
This is for Black Series Haslab. I was going to say, like, oh, what should we do for a Haslab? And I was like, you know what? Let's give TVC collectors a bit of a bank break. Star Wars collectors if you're collecting everything Star Wars, you're never on a bank break. So that's on you. But I think if you're TVC only, give these collectors a quick break. 1 year, no Haslab. Let's give it back to the Black Series. Let's give them one more shot. I feel like the Rancor was done dirty. It should have happened. Reva's lightsaber, I kind of understand what happened there. Just because there's so many premium lightsaber makers to begin with. It's hard to compete with
Yeah.
what some of them are making with NeoPixel and all that stuff, and then being like, oh, here's a Hasbro one, which does less, right? It's just kind of
Right.
so I get that in a sense, but it's like, but I think Black Series here, I would love for them to get another shot at it. Let's maybe try some vehicles.
Yeah.
I think that's bigger. And this was go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna do that, like if you're gonna cripple somebody's bank account, go for the jugular. You can't just have Annie's. You gotta have Sebulba as well. It's gotta be a Black Series 2-pack
right,
with Anakin and Sebulba.
Yes.
With exclusive to the Haslab figures, carded figures of young Annie and a Sebulba, right?
I still think Haslab, here's part of my wish list. I still wish Haslab would do one carded, one loose. And even though they said, oh, we're doing that with the LAT, but you still need 2 pilots.
Yeah.
Knock it off. But it's
okay. You just
it's okay.
All you need to do is order more than one.
Well, they're going to release more pilots anyway. Like now that they've made it, like you're going to get a separate card probably later this year of that other pilot. So no, don't have to worry. So I'm just saying, but I like that they still did it. Mm-hmm. Like they're kind of like doing that. I think they should, but I think the Anakin they have here should obviously be helmeted. And then when you take the helmet off, he's like dirt. Clean. He's got the dirt. Yes, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And if they're gonna do this, you're right. It needs to be this and Sebulba's because I know it's been a long time, and I know this is mostly because there's no shelf space in stores anymore because Toys R Us in the States doesn't exist, and they kind of determined whether or not you got these big play sets and vehicles. Mm-hmm. So I think in another world, this already exists in the Black Series on a Toys R Us shelf.
Yeah.
Right. Just because they did the land speeder, they've done the snow speeder. Right. Yeah. They've already done some smaller vehicles, but if you're going to do this one, I'm with you on this. If they do this as a Haslab, has to be Sebulba's, has to be Anakin's, throw in a Shmi.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And a couple of pit droids.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
That's it. If you really want to go crazy and go crazy deep on this, also throw in a Watto.
Oh yeah.
And throw in the 2-headed announcer.
Right on.
Right? Like just give them everything. Give them everything. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, and a Jar Jar with a paralyzed tongue.
Oh my God. My hung. Where's the wench?
Dude. You know what though? I think size-wise, in terms of the shelf space for a box, I mean, if you look at it, this is so modular. The 2 engines can be packed side by side. Yep. You've got the carriage, the actual pod itself there. Everything else is connected by like cables and wires or whatever. So this is all something that can be really, if it's packaged smartly enough, can come into something that is not that doesn't have that big of a footprint when it's on the shelves. I mean, I have the Black Series Snow Speeder. That's a big ass box. But you can't get away from that because the Snow Speeder is like a wedge shape. You can't really break off the wings or whatever. So it's the shape. The shape is the shape.
Right.
But this
you can break down Sebulba's too. If you really think about it as well, like you could take off the turbines, break those in half. Even these ones, you can take off the little things in the front.
Exactly.
Right. You could
these are things that are all really you can have fun with it engineering wise and how to package it. And you know what would be an awesome little like a tier unlockable thing is
sound.
So in the Mandalorian season 2, they had Cobb Vanth. His speeder it looked like one of these, have a little adaptable piece where you can actually clip it on and use one of these engines to be the front part of Cobb Vanth's speeder bike.
God, and because they already have that Cobb Vanth made, they re-release them normally, dude. And now that you said that, I totally forgot about that bike, and I didn't put that on my wish list. I'm a terrible fan. Fake fan.
Fake Stolen Valor.
The next one on my list for the Black Series ideas for a Haslab, obviously a Jedi Starfighter. Anakin's, right? This is where the fun begins. Yeah. You could even use that as your tagline. I know we do at Toy Anxiety. So I mean, they could, Star Wars Haslab. This is where the fun begins. Have it come with buzz droids. Have it come with, obviously R2, Anakin with the headset. have different wings that are like like you have like just scuffs the scoring on it,
like
right?
just like the Darth Vader advanced tie, you could have damaged wings that are swappable, so you could swap them in and out.
Yes.
The scale of this thing, like it's going to be big. There is still on the sideshow .com, like for the Star Wars 1/6 scale, they have the 1/6 scale Jedi Starfighter that is still listed as coming soon. Now it's been that way for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
But I can
like 3 or 4 years. We're close to 10 years. That thing has been on the website. Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we're getting up.
Time is elastic for me. I'm like, yeah, it was just yesterday. That was 3 years ago. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I know. It's like, what did you and Paul start hanging out? Like 6 months ago? Yeah. Been to Toronto like 5 times since, It's this is another one that's on my list for Black Series Haslab.
What are you shilling for Black Series so much for?
I just think it's I just want to I said earlier, I just want to give them some love. Just
somebody got to you.
Somebody got
to you. What's going on?
I think it's just where we're at in the world, and I'm just trying to keep us united, god damn it. That's all. But yeah, ATST. I think this is another idea. This is another one I feel that Black Series collectors have been clamoring for. Is an ATST. And again, you can do so much with this, with pilots, Chewbacca's, Ewoks, nets, boulders. Gosh, you name it. You could even do interchangeable legs if you wanted to and do Empire.
Yeah.
Or is it the top? Is it the top that's different, or the legs that are different on Empire?
On Empire?
Yeah.
It's I think it's the legs.
The legs. Yeah, if you did interchangeable legs.
Yeah. I think it's the legs.
Yes. You could do interchangeable legs. Do Empire or
somebody saying it's the top.
Oh, it is the top. See? I was
big fan.
Tops or bottoms, folks? Let us know. Are you a top or are you a bottom? Thank you, Tech. It is the top. I don't know if they could do that as an extra thing where you just because then you're just getting 2. But I mean, at the same time, imagine if they did 2 tops,
right?
Because people would be like, well, now I got to buy 2.
That is that you're doing fans dirty.
I am doing fans
dirty. It's a nerd tax. That's all I'm saying. You're doing everybody dirty. Everybody's
I'm keeping everyone united by helping supporting Black Series, but also you have to buy 2. Okay, I take that back. Let's just keep it simple. Empire Strikes Back. Right? Let's just keep it simple. I think this one too is like I think this would be an easy get for Haslab. Jesus.
Yeah. But Doell, man, that thing would have to, if that was in scale, that thing would be like almost 3 feet tall.
Yeah, but how big when you stand up your Ghost? How big is your Ghost?
Yeah, but that's 3.75 scale.
Yeah, but
you're talking Black Series. Like that's
yes.
No, my Ghost isn't standing up though. It's you don't have it sideways.
No,
you don't. Horizontally.
But I'm just saying it still takes up the same amount of real estate.
It's like the size of a dog. A medium-sized dog is basically it.
Okay.
Hey, look, I think that's a great idea. It's, and again, you could package it because the legs can be folded up.
Yes.
So it could be compact. I'm going to go one further. Instead of a Black Series, I'm going to switch back to TVC. There is a TVC version of this walker, which looks amazing. I have it.
Yeah,
it looks awesome. The only thing I don't like about it is you can only fit one person inside the turret.
Right. You should be able to fit 2 Ewoks and a Wookiee.
Scale. So you could have 2 drivers and a commander. Just scale. It's like a little bit, like I get it. It's a little bit bigger, but there's always been something that maybe it's just me, but as a kid, it was always like, I can only fit one guy in there. Yes, but it takes a crew of 3. It's like, I know, but I want to be able, I just want to, it would be very cool to have it sort of properly scaled in that way.
Yeah.
But again, that's just a little thing for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It would always be nice to have that, just a little bit bigger on there. But the ones that they've come out so far with TVC and like Black Series Junior and all that stuff, I think that walker is really nice because they even repainted it for the Mandalorian for the
Yes, the
Marauders.
Marauder. Yeah.
So it's great. I don't know. I think it's good, but I'm with you on that. I would not be opposed to them coming out with a new one that's more kind of bigger, maybe more to scale, with the figures and with the bigger cockpit. And again, it should be able to fit 2 Ewoks and a Wookiee.
Yeah.
Right? Wookiees aren't small, I should say.
Well, yeah, and if you need more space, you could always shave the Wookiee.
That's right. You can always shave a Wookiee.
Shave them. Just from the bottom down,
though. That's right. Right. It's Soulcraft is here. Thank you for being here. I want Micro Galaxy Squadron to get the okay to do play sets. I need a Bespin and Death Star play set. I agree. Or even just the hangar bays, right? Like just something. Just want to, and Thanos Copter. Long time no see, sir. That's why for Black Series, I'd rather have interiors than full vehicles. That one's interesting, right? So, that's fair too. That's totally fair. But this is my list. All right, let's get into TVC. This should be a no-brainer if you've ever watched me on any channel talking about Star Wars. Pelimoto is long overdue. I have a Mandalorian Favreau Filoni shelf, that side of the universe. So it's got all of my stuff from Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian in there. This is a lot like your character, Carson Teva, Paul. Pelimoto plays a pretty big part in this world and with Mandalorian. She's also what I'm hoping makes it into the movie, but I understand if it doesn't happen, movies are always different than series because you can always it's just longer. You can do more stuff. And she needs to have purpose to be in there. I feel like if you're going to have these side characters in the movie, make sure it's for a reason and have purpose. But Pelimoto is one of my favorite characters. I love her so much. I have all her droids so far. I'm just waiting for her. So Pelimoto, what's taking you guys so damn long? Let's just do it.
With rooted hair.
With rooted hair.
A TVC with rooted hair.
They should do an artisan hot toy of her as well. And that's the other thing. I have all her droids in hot toy scale as well, like from the Hot Toys. Because I'm sitting there going, they're going to make Pelly now. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, God, Paul, it's a wait. But it'll be worth it when it happens.
Pelly or Padme? Choose one.
What?
Yeah, it's a Sophie's choice.
I got a Tatooine girlfriend. I got a Naboo girlfriend, man. This is how it works. This is how...
Don't dodge a question.
I'm done. Pelly or Padme?
Yeah.
Okay, if I was in my 20s, Padme, but now that I'm in my 40s, we're going 20 years later, it's got to be Pelimoto because she's more real, man. There's no BS with her other than the BS that she feeds you. Right. Okay. That's just the way it goes. Or if I really had a choice, because she's probably closer in my age as well, Madame Garza. Madame Garza smoke show. We all know. I don't even know why I said that, Paul. I don't think I needed to. We're talking about redundancy earlier. That was redundant. Such a cool character. She got done dirty in Book of Boba Fett. Because I thought she was so interesting, and I felt like there's actually more story to tell with her than a lot of other characters we've seen, like in the last few years alone. Because she seemed to know a lot, and she seems to have this really interesting past. Yeah. And how did she get here? And how does she own this wonderful, illustrious place in Mos Espa?
Yeah, but hey, but you know what? In the Star Wars universe, death really isn't. I mean, even if you do see the corpse, it doesn't really mean you're dead, right?
That's right.
We assume there's an explosion, there's the aftermath. You don't know what she could have done.
Right? You say that, and the first character that came to my mind was Max Rebo.
Right?
Right? He was in an explosion where we thought he was gone, but he escaped. And it's not to say that she didn't either, right? There could have been a whole passage of time of her going, oh shit, her leaving, and then the place blowing up.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Could happen. It could
Personal force fields.
Yep.
Like months later, a scarred hand sticks out of the rubble of the club.
Now
on
just shook it off. Like, you don't know. Damn it.
You don't know.
But again, I don't need everything spelled out for me. I do have an imagination. But at the same time, I do also want more. I'm an unsatisfied, always hungry Star Wars fan. And I just need, that's just how it is. But I love Madame Garza. Yeah, that's it. That is the word. And I loved all her outfits. Her too, I would love in Hot Toys. But again, she falls under the same thing as any Padme, right? She's got a very detailed costumes. They're very elaborate, and every outfit that she wore just in this series alone, I always had you go, oh, yeah. So it's great stuff.
Would you buy a statue like of her like this exact pose?
This exact pose, probably.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, this is a great shot. Like this is it's funny because it's so funny to find this particular picture, because in my head when someone says Madame Garza, this is it.
Yeah,
like that's just the shot.
It's kind of like the Han Solo, like she got the hand out.
Right, and this is her talking to Chrysanthemum too, being like, "Hey, we're all friends here. There's no reason to fight in my establishment. Let's just." Then he tears off their arms, which is great.
It's awesome.
It's so good. So there's a lot of gold in Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
there's a lot of gold in that series. Speaking of gold, hey, this guy Trapper Wolf. I'm also surprised he has not gotten a TVC figure yet. He did get a Black Series figure, but
he got a Black Series.
It wasn't exclusive, wasn't it?
I think it was, because it was in no. Because it was in the special box that slid open, right? Wasn't it exclusive? Let me just grab the box.
If someone in the chat knows, let me know. Spaceboy G 78, Garza doesn't count as a Tatooine girlfriend. No, Garza counts as a Tatooine mommy for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Bitter Troll, yeah, she has been into it. She's been rebuilding the Razor Crest for sure. That's why we need Pelimoto. 100%. All right, what do you got for us?
Well, I mean, I have the box, and here, let me switch cameras.
Okay. Let me
embiggen me.
Embiggen you. Hang on.
There we go. So I got this actually. As soon as it came out, I texted Dave and I said, "Hey, congrats on the figure." And I said, "I can't wait to get one." And he said, "Hey, I can send you one." And then I said, "Can I be an absolute ass and ask you to sign it?" So he did. So this is what he does. This is amazing. So I've had this. I actually should have it in an acrylic box or whatever.
Yeah, you should.
I just
of all the shit I see in the background, I'm like, why isn't this protected?
It's tucked in. Look, I have my own Filoni shrine actually. So it's got the Trapper Wolf helmet. It's the Trapper Wolf bust from oh my god,
from Gentle
Giant and stuff. So I mean, it's all there. But like,
I want to make one thing clear to the audience as well. Paul is actually friends with Filoni. He's not just being a weirdo. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I should have it, but I don't see. Oh, see, and this is the card for the Gentle Giant.
Okay,
this certificate of. Oh, this is the artist proof. I got it. So Peak Obi-Wan says he was an exclusive. So there you go. I got an even more exclusive. So there, it's got, but he's on the Luke Skywalker body,
right?
They remolded his head.
He got a selfie series, is what happened.
Yeah. And but if you're gonna get one, I mean, he got the box as well.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean,
I love these boxes when they were doing these for like the armor and Cad Bane.
Yes.
I was loving this, and I was like, man, maybe Black Series should be doing this more often, as opposed to trying to recreate 3.75 packaging.
Yeah.
They should be doing this, because our friend Jake Stevens from Forlom Dazukas, he made a snide comment one time saying the only way they can get people interested in the Black Series is by making them think about 3.75. And shots fired. However, I think this is their best packaging they've ever had.
It's sweet. It's pretty sweet. And I love how you can change it. He's now Rapper Wolf. He's
nice. Yeah.
He's Rapper Wolf instead of Trapper Wolf. But this is a really sweet sort of way of um, packaging and presenting something. The Favreau one, same thing. I don't
Right.
have that one signed. Like that's my mission, is to get Favs to sign one for me. But
You'll get it. You'll get it. It will happen. Hang on.
we'll see.
What?
What's that?
I'm trying to see. Hang on. Which button do I need to press to make this thing work?
Just keep blindly stabbing at it, Homer, until they lead you away in tears.
There we go. I actually had to like remove it and then bring this back. God dang it. But yes, I would like to see a Dave Filoni TVC figure. In fact, all the directors.
Yeah. Do the pilot 4-pack.
Do the pilot 4-pack. They've made all the body types now at this point.
Yeah.
Just
Now this is here's the thing though, because this is a season 1 Mandalorian.
Yes.
Okay, as you can see, Dave's got the Rogue One style flight suit on with the collars, the satin look, and he's got a New Republic helmet. You see he doesn't have his fancy schmancy Trapper Wolf helmet that he has in season 2.
Right.
That's the one. And if I recall correctly, all the pilots, like, so you have Sash Ketter, who is played by oh my god, Deborah Chow, and Rick playing Jib Dodger. They're all wearing that same helmet, same paint scheme, right? I don't know if they shared the same helmet, but like they were all sort of, because it was New Republic, and they were all, I think, meant to look like a unified sort of fighter corps. But of course, in season 2, things got changed up. Dave got his own specialized helmet that he designed himself and stuff. But season 1, that was a very interesting choice to make. I thought. So like, which version are you looking for? Are you looking for the season 1 version?
Oh, I think I want his helmet. And if they really wanted to really do good for me personally, put them all in their jackets and their hats. And do all of it. The because we'll get to a Delphi base a little later.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
TVC Trev. Hey, fellas, are you guys participating in the Star Wars, the Vintage Collection March Madness Top 25 tournament? It's funny. This is why I'm doing this. So we're just talking about this. Submissions close on the 25th. Maybe reveal your lists on a stream. Well, this is our list. This is not our list. This is my list. This is specifically my list for 2026. Just because I feel like everything gets lost and very convoluted in March Madness because there's so many characters that are getting requested. So this is ones that are just specific to me, and I understand that these probably won't get made. But that's why it's a wish list. I don't expect any of these or all of them or anything to get made. It's just I'm just throwing it out there. That's all. Obviously Ben Solo, with all the talk that's been happening, let's just keep riding that wave of make Ben Solo happen. Would still love to see just what's happening with the Rey movie, any of that kind of stuff, right? So that, and so with that also goes for TVC. Kylo Ren from Episode 9. What the hell? How has this not happened yet? It blows my mind that we have not gotten Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in TVC. I love this look. I love the cracked helmet. This is just, I wish he had this look like in The Last Jedi. Instead of going maskless, I wish we just jumped straight to this. Right. I don't know if we necessarily needed the scene of a monkey making it. Don't know if that was necessary. But you know what? If you're going to make this figure, you want to make it a 2-pack, add the monkey.
There you go.
Add the monkey.
100%.
Just do it. We've only gotten one of the Knights of Ren too, now that I come to think of it.
Yeah.
We should be getting the rest of those as well. Where's that multi-pack of that? Come on. Come on. Right? All right. Let's keep going. General Hux. Come on. Another one that seems so obvious that should have been made a long time ago. Let's get General Hux going. Also, I would love, if they're going to do backdrop play sets, this would also be amazing with the big red flags and the grand stage. It's
you might want to pump the brakes on that. particular look. It's like saying, "Hey, the next Haslab, let's do the Gorman Massacre. Let's do, we'll have the we'll have a city center."
Okay, well, I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna take that off my playset wish list right now. Actually, that's why
the brakes on that. Wait for things to settle down.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Maybe not 2026. I'll bring this back in 2029. We'll see what happens. But I still want Hux. Hux is the main focus here. Hux is the one that I want.
He's a spy.
He is in Spy. Frog Lady. Yes, she is definitely one that I want. She is such a fun character. Again, if you're feeling like feeling jumpy and you want to get more, do another 2-pack with her and her husband and put a little frog in a dish, or a little tadpole in a dish. I think that would be hilarious. Also,
I think there's a tie-in opportunity that you're missing: edible candy eggs.
Why
have that little container open? You can put like little candies in there, and you can.
How has Galaxy's Edge not done a bubble tea? That is frog eggs, or even a bag of gummies.
Yeah,
that is frog eggs. And then you could also come with a companion Grogu holding one of the eggs with a guilty look on his face.
Oh, he was not guilty at all.
Oh, he wasn't guilty, or
he
like
was not feeling guilty,
or a hungry look on his face.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think this character. It was so endearing and so fun. And if you're like, well, like, I mean, her little backpack alone is like a big enough accessory, but if you want to add more to it, if you want to add more bang for your buck, add in that damn droid's head where she uses it as a translator.
Oh, that's triple O,
right?
Or was it? Yeah.
No. Triple O is
oh no, that's from
Zero. It's something Zero though. You're right.
Zero. But, I just loved it because she called out Mando's honor.
Yeah,
she called him out right there, and he was like begrudgingly. He was like, oh, "Stupid code." But I love, like, she is somebody who, like, she's smart. She knows. She obviously she was able to jury rig a translating device, and she was able to push those buttons and really get Q90.
Yeah, TVC McCacken. Thank you so much. Right, and TVC Trev. Well, TVC collectors are here today. Thank you guys for all tuning in and hanging out with us. And dude, she's just a fun character. She's she's fun. She's endearing. She's great.
And you can have her with jumping action.
Oh, dude.
Spring dude.
They should just do her, put her in the hot tub. Put her in the hot tub. Let's just make it happen. Let's make it happen.
That's a new playset.
Right. And then speaking of yes, right. Speaking of Q90, this is the only picture I could really find of the crew together is the concept art. But I want this team in TVC so bad to go with my Razor Crest.
Yeah.
So bad. I don't think there's anything else left to say unless if you have not watched episode 9, The Prisoner of Mandalorian season 1, or is it season 2?
Season one. Season one.
It is one of my favorite episodes. It's definitely in my top 3. This is and Bill Burr is so good in this, and Clancy Brown as well.
Yep.
Right. That's Chris Bartlett, I believe.
As Q90.
Yeah.
90.
Right. And then what's her face from Harry Potter
as Kira.
Kira. So great stuff. And put her brother in there too. Mm-hmm. Man, this was such a fun episode. So
it was a scary episode. Like when he's hunting them down, it was like Star Wars horror.
Yeah, dude. Well, even the music had a very oh God, why am I blanking? Because I'm live on the air. That's why I'm blanking. The Thing.
John Carpenter.
It had a very John Carpenter sound, like even that soundtrack, right? Like it.
Yeah.
Right. It was just dude, so good. One of my favorite episodes. Let's get these made. Hurry up. We're dropping into Visions. Because I love Visions. I think it's great to see what other studios kind of come up with, even though it's just not canon, just taking the whole idea of Star Wars and the themes of Star Wars and the look of Star Wars and creating their own thing. I think it's a lot of fun. Obviously, one of the biggest bangers of all of them is the Ronin series. This is one of the Siths. She is awesome. She's got this like big hair, the mask, the umbrella that turns into like all those multiple lightsabers. It is so cool. So yeah, please make her. Obviously, the Ronin, we got him in Black Series.
Yeah.
We got him in Black Series this year. He was part of the Celebration Japan exclusives from Hasbro. Let's get it in TVC as well, right? It's just one of those things of me too. That's
I think one of the biggest hits as well was the way that this was packaged.
Yes,
as a Celebration exclusive, like that
with the twine
that display
and
case was
paper.
next level. Like it was one of those things where I hated opening it, just because it was just like it's the full package and it's just so artfully done, right? Just so tasteful and just really on so many different levels, culturally and everything. It was just like really, really great flourishes and touches to it.
Yeah,
that really showed a lot of thought was put into it, which I appreciated.
It's what I love about this, because it's like, how like Star Wars takes from Japanese cinema, and then this was like Japanese cinema taking from Star Wars, right, and it was just like it just works, and it's beautiful stuff. And then of course from season 3, when she gets all those like little lightsabers that come out of like her leg and her arm and stuff, it's so cool. She's so cool. I also like how she like, because she's a twee, those who don't know, and she like ties up the tentacles with the bun, and then she's got all the crystals inside. Like, oh, dude, it's so cool. She is so cool. Like, this is just one of those things where it's like, when I was watching like this part 2 of the Ronin, I felt like this is what happens when you have someone who loves Star Wars but doesn't feel shackled by the canon and necessarily the rules, and just kind of goes, I'm just going to make my own thing, and it's going to be Star Wars, and this is it. And this is a great example of like how far you can take some of this stuff, whether it's lightsabers, droids, just what vehicles can do, and just like tossing the rules out the window.
Yeah.
And having fun.
It's a big universe. It's a gigantic universe, and I think they should be encouraging more outside the box kind of thinking.
Yes. Agreed. Yeah. I fully agree with that. We have not gotten an Ezra figure yet. I don't even know if we've gotten one in any scale, to be honest.
Like just not this version of Ezra.
Oh, not this version of Ezra. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I'm just like nothing like this one from Ahsoka. Like it has me just kind of like, huh? How has that not happened yet? Because it was such a big. His return was such a big deal.
Yeah, I think you just wait, because Ahsoka season 2 is going to be dropping this year at some point. I'm not sure what the time of that is. I think, is it after the Mando movie?
Hey, let's see. Maybe he gets announced at Fan First this week.
There you go. Yeah.
Right, because I could see them kind of building up to like, let's remind people that Ahsoka is coming. So let's release more figures from Ahsoka. Oh, actually, I just want to answer this one from TVC. Trev, would TVC get the wired cape? Because the wired cape came with the Black Series one. No, but soft goods I'd be happy with. Right, so I'd just be happy with soft goods cape, to be honest. Daniel's saying I think it's been released in Black Series, and Tech is saying there is a 6-inch version. Okay,
there you go.
Like I said, because I'm not collecting it, I might not know or remember.
It doesn't exist if I'm not collecting it.
Yeah. If I don't own it, I don't have it.
It doesn't exist.
That's not real. But no, this is great. I'd love to see him get his own figure. In fact, once they get his head sculpt down, put him in the Stormtrooper disguise as well. Spoiler alert.
I just pop the head off and stick it on.
I guess that's true, hey, because you get that 4-pack. You're good.
Yeah.
You are good. And also continuing on with Ahsoka, this was one of my favorite scenes in Ahsoka. Ahsoka on her ship in space, fighting off the Shinhati and her band of douchebags, and this was so cool, and this costume was so cool that I was like, I can't wait to see cosplayers make this, because Ahsoka cosplayers can go pretty detailed and crazy, and I got so excited, and I have yet to see one. So maybe, maybe I would like to see. I'd also like to see this version in Hot Toys too.
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe that's just a you thing, though, Ryan.
I think this might be one of these things where this lands in that like whole area of this is only something that I want, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
But this is like I like this. I just really like this. I just thought the scene was cool, and I like that. Man, Ahsoka's just so good. Ahsoka's so good. I love it. This is making me happy. Here's another one that's probably just me, and I get it if it's just me. This is Duchess Satine. This is who Obi-Wan like was hooking up with on the side. Pretty sure he got her pregnant. Pretty sure he's not taking accountability for it. You know, all that kind of like she played a pretty big part in the Mandalorian affairs in in the Clone Wars animated series. Even like I think Dave Filoni even said, you know, like she had an actress in mind for live action, which was Kate Blanchett.
Wow.
And it just had me kind of like, even when Obi-Wan came out, and I was like, maybe they'll do a flashback and we'll see live actions. Duchess Satine. And I mean, she's a controversial character in a sense. You know, she's running Mandalore, and she's a pacifist.
Yeah. On a planet full of warriors, a pacifist led them.
The pacifist led them, right? Which then that's why there was that divide, right? Between her and her sister, Bo-Katan. So I mean, there's I love this, and so I love that whole story, and it's you know, even those two guards in the background, the Mandalorian guards, give me that too. By the way, those are also designs that were unused in Phantom Menace. Those guards. So little fun fact from someone who reads too many books. You know, so there it is. So Duchess Satine, she is on my list. And then last but not least, where the hell's the Skeleton Crew been?
Yeah.
I know Black Series got it, but I'm even surprised that there has not been any of these characters even announced for Hot Toys. I've been surprised there hasn't been more of this, seeing as that it's such a kid-focused, centric Star Wars show. It kind of blows me away that like we got Jude Law, and it's not even like an update. Like they need to even redo Jude Law to make sure like he's got like his proper helmet and all that kind of stuff. Like it's just it's one of those cases where I feel like Lucasfilm said, we'll give you one photo to go off of, make one figure, best of luck. And then now the show's kind of come and gone. It did really well. A lot of people talk about it. You know, and I felt like it got really well received by fans. The characters throughout this whole show were amazing. From that dude in the mud, that giant in the mud, you had the owl that was help guiding them. You had the Smee, the droid SM-33, all of them, all the
pirates, everyone,
all the pirates. That whole, I should have put that on for my play sets. Is that like their Tortuga, more or less, right? Because that is such a fun environment, and all these 4 kids, they killed it. Like they were all so good, and I believed every one of them at any point. Plus, they also brought back stop motion on this show. That one where they had the crab, that giant like crab, like
the garbage crab.
The garbage crab that was all stop motion.
Yeah.
Just do it, guys. Just give me my goddamn God.
Well, you know what? It goes back to, you know, you said something that sort of struck a chord with me. Is, you know, they said you said it was a kid-centric show. It was more of a geared towards a younger audience. And it just sort of struck me as like these toys are not designed for children anymore. These action figures, when we collected them, right? The 5 points of articulation, we played with them. The truth of the matter is, and I say this as a collector myself,
right?
Children are not buying these figures anymore. Parents are not buying these action figures for kids anymore. The majority of the sales of all of these figures are driven by adults,
right?
And that's what it's being marketed towards. All these different figures. So that's why Jude Law, out of all of them, is the one that made the cut, right?
Right.
And I think there's something that makes me a little bit sad about that, is the fact that
Dude.
these action figures, the majority of them are going to be kept on card, put in acrylic. I've got my whole, like, I got a whole collection up there in acrylic as well. And they're not taken out, they're not played with, they're not like chewed, like, you know, they're not put in people's mouths like Steve 3 likes to chew on the heads
Right.
and stuff, right? Like, we do our own version of world building, and that's sort of our adult play. But when I was a kid, my action figures, I played hard with them. They were in the dirt, underwater, in the bathtub, brought them with me at the schoolyard. Like, these things got destroyed because they were played with so much.
Right.
And
They were
that's what,
filled with
like,
love.
yeah. And I just kind of, I look at this and kind of go, this is all geared towards kidults, right?
Right.
This nostalgia kick. And that makes me happy, but kind of sad at the same time, because it's like, there's an entire generation of kids, once they get past a certain point. I mean, they do have like preschool versions of toys and ships and vehicles and whatnot, but it's like, when you go, I mean, there's no more brick and mortar stores anymore. So I miss that. When you go as a kid into a toy store, you see all these things, you know, there's that joy that's kind of missing, because kids don't care about going to toy stores as much anymore.
Well, they don't even exist, and they're just not what they were, right?
And
so it's
so
just
there's a part of me that aches for that, and it's kind of sad for the fact that there's going to be a generation of kids who just won't. This is not a thing for them.
right.
It's not a thing. This is all us maintaining the relics of a bygone era.
Dude,
And
we're still playing with a stick and wheel, right?
Yeah,
Like, that's
right. And so I'm kind of like, oh, that's sort of, so that's, I think part of the reason is, well, yeah, because kids aren't buying these things anymore.
All right. Brandon Whitmore. To put in more depressing news, 4-pack of Skeleton Crew was on the plans as an exclusive, like the Jab and Denizens pack. Haven't heard word since, but wouldn't fully count it out. So maybe it will happen. But again, super fun series. It kind of like is weird because there was that part of like, did you finish watching Stranger Things?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Nope.
So I'm not going to really get into it, but in the same way, I started feeling about these characters the same way I started feeling about those characters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already like, let's not wait. Let's just get season 2 going. There's more adventures with these kids, because by the time they now do it, it's going to have to be them. Like, even though this would be like, it'll be them trying to get laid before prom.
It's going to be a time jump. It's got, hey, look, I hear you on that. And it's like, it's one of these things where the decision has to be made almost like right off the get-go. Especially when you have a young cast, especially in that age group.
Yes.
Because, hey, look, just coming off a show very much like that with Avatar.
Yes.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like when companies are hedging their bets and they don't know, well, we'll see what happens after season 1. It's like, that's like big gamble, because like what happened with Avatar, there's a huge gap between season 1 and season 2. Now, they did season 2 and 3 back to back to sort of mitigate that. And so they invested heavily after that. But like that jump, it's like Gordon Cormier, who plays the Avatar, was 12 when we did season 1. When we got back to work, he was 15, turning 16. That is an exponential jump in development for human beings from being prepubescent to being post-pubescent. And Gordon grew like 15 feet, and his voice dropped 17 octaves. He gained muscle mass, and it was just like, wow. Like, but you can explain that. You can explain it. And so you can do that with this. I, for one, would love to see continuation of Skeleton Crew, but you are going to be losing that childlike innocence. I mean, they've lost some of that anyways with the travels, but it's like, now it's like you say, it's them trying to get laid before prom type. Like, they've got different priorities in life now.
Yeah.
Because of just human development. That's that. And you're not going to buy that they're going to be all, wide-eyed and like naive about stuff. It's
right, because now they know.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm excited to actually see that. I think that's why I want season 2 to kind of like, where do they go? Because in a sense, they're going to be so much more mature than their peers.
Yeah, they're all working shitty summer jobs. To try to say, and they're like, dude, really mad.
It's Scoops Ahoy. It's Neil at Scoops Ahoy. Like it's gonna be that. Like, but that's what I kind of want to see, right? Like, I do kind of want to see like do do these characters start having crushes? Like we already saw that with Neil as well. Like Neil seemed to really be that like one character that you kind of, he's a kid. He's got that crush on that little green girl in class. And, but he's also like the most scared, but he's also like the first to jump in. Like, you know, he's, you know, there to save his friends. Like he's, dude, God, now I want to rewatch this show. It's so good. It's so good. So much fun. Okay. I got to keep this thing going. All right. So here are my beasts. So I'm out of just regular figures and now into beast mode, I guess. I want this creature that looks like it's you know, he looked stop motion as well. This was great. It's from Book of Boba Fett.
Yep.
What a great addition to Tatooine threats, which seem to be nonstop. This was so cool. And so like, it was one of those things where it's because, you know, Tatooine's been around for close to 50 years at this point, and we always feel like we've seen it all in this. But again, planets are massive.
Yeah.
Right? Like you might find an elephant in Africa, but you're not going to find an elephant in Canada. And this might be the same kind of deal here. So I thought this was like such a cool threat and beast and creature. You could do so much with it, especially with articulation and stuff. This beast is probably on the top of my list. Here, that's it. That is it. Throw in this Rodian while we're at it. Actually, do you know what? It should, if they don't need to do, and not everything needs to be a bloody 2-pack or come with something or someone, but if they do make this character, make the kid, the Tusken kid.
Oh, that whacks him with the stick and throws stones at him.
Pam, that, you know, and then make sure the head's detachable as well, so that you can have the kid lug it around. Give me these.
The ice spiders.
This probably falls into Haslab territory a little bit. And they did make some of these spiders, like the smaller ones and stuff, in a pack that came with Mando and Grogu, which of course I had to get so I could put them on top of my Razor Crest, because I never knew when they were going to make an X and re-release the X-Wing and give me a Carson Teva figure with a blaster rifle. Guess what? I have it all except for this god dang frog lady and the spiders. So I need the big spider. I think this would be a lot of fun to have, and I feel like it'd be fairly simple. But what do I know? I don't work in the toy industry, so I could be completely wrong. They're probably looking at this and going, "Do you know how hard this would be for us to make?" But yeah, there it is, spider.
That's their job.
Yep. The Mudhorn is another one. Yeah. This is a key moment in The Mandalorian. This is where we kind of find out Baby Yoda has powers. And again, I know not everything has to be a 2-pack, but throw in The Mandalorian with all the damaged hanging off armor bits, covered in mud. I know they did a mud covered Mando, but it was just a paint app. Yeah. Give us the details where it's just like the things are crunched, things are falling apart, why he needs new armor, right? Like give us all of that. So I think
the egg.
Don't forget the egg. They did come out with an egg, but they've already made it, so add more to it.
Yeah.
Right? So you can right, bitter troll. And a Mudhorn egg, you can crack it open and make slime. Bring slime back. Right? Just do it. Just do it. It'd be a lot of fun. This is my multi-packs, our world builders. You know how they do the box sets of like troopers and pilots and all that. Give us some pikes. I don't find pikes threatening at all, Paul. I don't know about you, but when I watch anything, like if I'm watching Clone Wars, if I'm watching like Book of Boba Fett, I'm always like, I am going to push you over and take your lunch money. I don't care how many of you there are. I am not scared of you. Stop telling me to be scared of the pikes. I am not scared of the pikes. I want to put you between two slices of bread and eat you. Okay, that's what I want to do. Any feelings on pikes, Paul?
You know, for me, they're almost like a forgotten species. I feel kind of the same way. It's like these guys. Oh yeah. It's like
It's like you're not hot.
Yeah,
scary.
It's like, but maybe they're getting the short end of the stick. I mean, they're there in the lore. They're always around. There has to be some. I mean, there of course there is a reason for them. Their longevity in this universe. We just haven't been told the stories, or we haven't seen a scarier version of them
Yes,
they seem to be the comic relief bad guys. They
kind of,
just sort of show up and
but even in Solo, they're like, "What? We can't take that. That's controlled by the Pikes." And
yeah,
then it's like in Clone Wars, where he's like, "Oh, but the Pikes, like if the
yeah,
Pikes find out," it's just
yeah.
like, but yet and it's funny because Jabba the Hutt, I could probably walk around him and then walk out of the, you know, just walk out of the palace. But it's his guards. It's his. There's something about
Yes.
Jabba the Hutt's presence
Yeah.
that makes him threatening. And the
Yes.
fact that he does have all these goons and stuff, like even their goons, like Pike goons, are still to me just kind of like get away. I put my hand on their head and I just push them away and just be like, get away from me.
Yeah.
So it's it's exactly what Cobb Vanth did too. He's just like, leave that box there, right? Just it was Cobb Vanth, the exact same thing. So, but regardless, I want this for my Mando, Book of Boba Fett, Filoni, Favreau shelf. So I'd like to get some Pikes to help kind of fill it out. Right. So that's it. That's where I'm going with those. The next one for my TVC builders are these little turtle guys.
Yeah.
Again, I understand this might just be me, and I'm okay with that. But I thought these were this felt very Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, and these felt like this is it. These are the kind of creatures we see in Star Wars. They fall under that same line of Jawas in Ewoks, or Babu Fricks,
Right.
that kind of stuff. Like they're just fun, cute characters, and they're not aggressive. Like these are passive creatures that hurtle in their shells and try to get people just to walk past them because they look like rocks, right?
Yeah.
Like that's it. And their vehicles were pretty cool too.
I was gonna say you gotta have them with their vehicles.
The vehicles are fun. So if you make these, you gotta at least make at least one vehicle. Because that, and again too, if they're doing stuff for Ahsoka, who knows? We might get one. We might, but we'll see. But I'm throwing these under there. I thought these were a lot of fun. They're like they kind of reminded me of like crabs, snakes, and calico critters. That's the best way I could describe it. Also get us some Endor troopers. We seem to kind of be getting one by one, but I feel like this is in the works at some point.
Didn't they have I thought they had an Endor, like a 4-pack.
I was looking for it and I was like, only the Hoth one keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. Maybe they did.
Why did I think they had one of these? Or maybe I have the Columbia Sportswear thing on my brain where I saw, but I could have sworn there was a Rebel Trooper pack. This would be a no-brainer though. If they wanted to do another 4-pack.
Yeah.
So they do not. Okay.
They do not. See, Daniel. I believe Daniel. This is my other 4-pack. I want some Dulacs from Ewoks and do it in TVC style. Doesn't need to be animated series style, just to kind of put them in with the rest of TVC. But I'd love to see their take on just doing, a realistic Dulac like they do with other animated Ewok characters. So, make some Dulacs. I think this would be super fun to have. And I think it'd be unexpected. And I think they would be super, super fun. So I'm going to go with putting some Dulacs in there. This is my first. We were talking about this before we went on the air. I think this would be a great convention exclusive 2-pack. Han and Chewie in the shower. The packaging can be the shower. Let's do it. Do you have
I'd want that
so close? Yeah.
If the packaging was I'd want that.
Right?
Yes.
If the packaging was the shower and it's just like wet versions of Han and Chewie naked or with like a towel, but it'd be funny if oh dude, you could have a lot of fun with this. So I don't know if Lucasfilm takes things too serious sometimes, but I think they should just let their guard down. Let's make this as a set. I think it would be a lot of fun. Also, I'm down for a Solo sequel as well if they ever decide they want to make more Solo movies.
Oh, 100%.
Make another. Have some fun with it. Let's get into play sets. This is probably my number one most wanted play set. I know a lot of people are probably thinking Death Stars and Mustafars and whatever. I love the bars in Star Wars. This one to me is super special for a lot of reasons. One being, this was one of my favorite scenes that you are in as Carson Teva. Just because you get to see in that really cool jacket. We get to see all the directors, kind of like if you make that director 4-pack, like we were saying.
Yeah.
Man, you get to put them in here, to have it come with the bartender. I love all the helmets and droid heads and the probe droid top. That are all, just that bar alone would be amazing. If they want to add more to it and say, here's a table or a pool table, throw that all in there. I think this would be a lot. I would love to have this, or even like a Doug Chiang exclusive figure. Come on.
Yep. Because he was there too. I mean, that's who I was talking to at the top of the scene.
Yep.
And actually all of the directors were in that scene, not just the big three. But Peter Ramsey was in it. Lee Isaac Chung was in it. And then,
of course, our friend Pam, she was the Rhodian in that scene as well.
Yeah.
Right. So it's which is great. When is Bryce Dallas Howard? When is she getting a pilot scene?
That's up to her.
Oh man.
I think they had to coerce some of the directors to go in and be pilots. For Deb, I think they had to they had to get her.
They had to give her Obi-Wan. We'll give you Obi-Wan if you just be a pilot. I think Bryce Dallas Howard. Everyone, go spam her. Go spam her socials and tell her she has to be a pilot. This is another playset that I want, and I know it's people hate it. I don't care. This is the mod parlor. I have always thought if this was the 90s, we would get a mod parlor playset, but not only that, it would come with a mod that's just a generic mod with interchangeable parts that you all hang on the wall, and you could just have fun with it. And I feel like it would be great to have an open torso Fennec Shand where you see all the gears. And this could come with Thundercat, right? Your mod parlor artist, I guess.
Well, take it another step and to have like a Build-A-Fig type thing where you could like the droid building factory where you could make any sort of iteration of what you wanted.
Yes.
So
that is it. That is totally it. This would be the modern version of the droid factory. 100%. But to me, I just thought, I know people kind of felt weird about this scene and the mods in general. And I was just like, I'm down with this. I'm down with all of this. Yeah. Bring it. This is fun. This is my other play set. White sterile walls and a gray floor. This is the prison ship from the Prisoner episode, which we were talking about before. But just to have all you have to do is make one prison, like one cell that interconnects with other cells from top to bottom, the floor, the ceiling, the archway. You just click them together. You buy 6, you get a hallway. Done.
What's the price point for one of them, though?
Listen, we're not talking prices right now. We're just talking about Wishlist. We're just talking about my wishes.
Why did you just wish for the whole thing?
Good.
Don't make it modular like that. Do it in 3s at least, or
do it in 3s.
You do one side and then you can get the other side, like they do with the Canton 4 hallway.
Yeah, you don't need crazy detail on the other side of the cell because it's not detailed inside of the cell. Right. You just need the door to be able to open and close, or just be able to put someone in on the other side. Because you could put anything on the other side. That's the fun thing. You could put if you've got the 4-pack of Imperial officers, throw one in there. Those guys are pieces of shit. So it's just then you
need the TVC scale security droids, New Republic security droids.
100%. Yep. That are also interchangeable. So you can have heads that pop off and all that. And this is why you need the prisoners as well. The characters from the Prisoner. I would love to have this. And then if you put in your own lights, because we know we don't get lights, but it would be fun if they put the things in there so you could put your own lights in there, being able to turn them from white to red. Dude, so good. Give me it. Here's my vehicles. Sandcrawlers have been made. I get it. don't get mad at me. Don't throw stones. I know that Sandcrawlers have been made, but I want a new Sandcrawler. I want one that's like that, where, you know, you can crouch Mando, put him in the cockpit.
Oh my
It
God.
has, you can have it so that the top is interchangeable. So that you can put the tents or the dragon skull on it, like any of that stuff. We've seen now multiple different versions of the Sandcrawler. Give me a new Sandcrawler. That's it. That's all I want. Vehicles. Back to mods. I'm sorry. Red hair, don't care. I want these damn bikes. Again, I know these were a lot of talk. Look, I don't need them to go more than 10 miles per hour. It's fine. Because they're just going to sit on my shelf anyway, just so that I can have them do this. Just hanging out being delinquent teens.
They're built for style, not for speed.
That's right. And you know what? I think I actually like the designs of this. These are it took me back to Dex's Diner, something else I love.
Right.
And if you notice, I didn't put that in Haslabs yet because I didn't want a TVC Haslab this year. That's going into next year's wish list, is my Dex's Diner. But I'd love to have these. And plus these characters, like, look, were they great? No. Do I still want them as toys? 100% I do. 100%. I should have put that other tweet in here too. The mayor's assistant. I should have put him in here too. I didn't know. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't put him on my wish list, but he's definitely on my wish list.
Put him in there with that speeder that he tries to take off in.
Right? He'd be.
It looks like a Cadillac.
Oh man! And hey, Micro Galaxy Squadron, if you're watching this as well, please make these in blind boxes. That'd be great.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah. What are you waiting for? Come on. Okay, Paul, that's the end of my wish list.
Wow. That's it?
That is it. I'm trying to cool my jets.
Okay.
Here, just a little bit. But I tried to go through and be like, okay, what are the most important characters to me right now at this point that I look at my shelf and go, this is what I feel like I'm missing.
Right.
This is where I feel like I hurt. And I was kind of like, because there was a part of me too that was like, you could do a Sarlacc pit. And I was like, it's like, I think I would want a Sarlacc pit when I was a kid more than as an adult. And the reason I say that is that I would want it so that it is a place that you drop your figures down and it goes into his thing and you can have them come back out and all that kind of stuff. Like there's kind of that, but it's like, I don't know, like, how do you make a good display of the Sarlacc pit? Because in order to really enjoy it, you got to be looking down.
Right.
So how do you do that? I haven't figured.
You could be like a cross-sectional thing too, right? Where you can look down, but you can also, like, say you open it up, and then so it's got that cross-section thing where you can actually see the inners and have the characters while they're in the gullet work their way out. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
You could do that fun thing where it's like that Boba Fett that's inside.
Yeah.
And he's like grabbing the tube for air and he's like covered in slime and cutting his way through. Man, that was a great scene too. They didn't look, they never needed to spell that out for us. Like, we all have an imagination. We all could have guessed how he got out. But I still love that they did it.
Yeah.
Because it just did look cool of him with the knife and the flamethrower and just trying to get out. Like, it was so cool. It was cool.
Great list. Great list. I can't help but feel a little bit left out though. You did not ask for the Carson Teva in his dress uniform look in Ahsoka.
Okay.
With the I feel a little bit left
out. I didn't.
I mean,
Katie O'Brien should have been on this list too.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
There's a lot of that. But I was kind of like going, okay, let's just. I tried to make it as well rounded because, dude, I could have made this a 7-hour stream. Because, like I said, I am forever
you weren't important enough.
Because I want Dr. Pershing as well.
Yeah,
and I keep
just
trying to
not enough to put him on the list.
God Don't do this. You're making me feel...
That's all I'm saying. Hey, no judgment, just an observation, not a judgment. That's all I'm saying.
Because it makes me feel bad. Let's continue the guilt. Let's continue the guilt trip. I also didn't put in the Bikini Weasel that Pam played. Right? Everyone loves Bikini Weasel. Okay.
Everyone.
Me specifically.
You.
Yes.
By everyone, you mean you.
I would love that. But it's like, I do feel like I was going to put more like even some of the droids that Chris Bartlett was in as well.
Yeah.
Right. He's a great dude. And I was like, but Disney's making those. So I don't need to. Those have been announced, right? So the Copper Top is being made. I don't know if you knew this.
No, I didn't. So
yeah. So that is like one that's like, I think it might be a Build-A-Droid.
Okay.
But I'm like, I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that one. That's very important because I need that with my Carl Weathers.
Yes.
Figure, right?
Yeah.
Has to be on there. Another one that didn't make the list too was the Blackbeard seaweed pirate from Mando season 3.
That's right.
I liked him a lot as well. Like I said, I could have made this easily a 6-hour stream of me just listing every character they've never made. But yeah, trust me, I have not forgotten about like Katie O'Brien's character or Dr. Pershing. Man, or the playset, do that where they mind wipe Dr. Pershing and make that a playset. And I didn't throw
that's what everybody wants is a torture device.
Yeah, and I didn't throw in anything from Andor this time because I was all like, oh god, Andor's just gonna make me depressed at this point. Yeah. Even though it's a beautiful show and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. And I will never say no to more Andor figures. And again, too, because remember how we were talking about the Skeleton Crew and how it's like directed towards kids, so we don't see them because they're directing the toys towards adults. At the same time, they're not making Andor, which is a show directed towards adults, but they're not making toys of that. It's like they're walking this fine balance of that's too much for kids, no, that's too much for adults, no.
Right.
It's like this weird thing. But I would love to. They have done a lot of characters from Andor, like Deidre.
Yes.
Stuff, but they haven't made
there's no
Cyril.
Cyril Karn.
There's no him.
Or his mom. That should be a 2-pack.
That should be a play set with them at the kitchen table.
Yes.
That should be
this blue milk in the cereal.
This blue milk in the cereal, and then they should do if you want to do an attachment to that, you do his bed
with
where he's just laying there.
Oh no, that's his own apartment.
You could put Deidre in her casual wear as they're two giving his mom shit. Like, I'm the boss of him now. Like, not you, me. Or make the jail. Like Andy Serkis's character we haven't gotten yet, which also shocks me. Right? Yep. One Way Out. If they do a One Way Out 4-pack, come on. That's another army builder.
I want a Clea. Want Clea.
Right?
She's by far one of my more like her and Brasso really made the series for me.
Dude, Clea, 100%. What am I thinking? How did that? And here's another fun set. This would be a fun set in general. In fact, remember Star Wars? I just texted you about Star Wars Unleashed this weekend, and they did those very dynamic plastic statues.
Yeah,
that they did in 2003 of Star Wars, where it'd be like, well, Leia looking like she's at a stripper pole, but that's one thing. But then they would have like Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting, and lava would be flowing everywhere, and they'd be in these dynamic poses. I would love to see one of those where it's exaggerated dynamics of Andor protecting Mon Mothma. Right?
Yeah.
Escaping the Senate. And that as a 2-pack would be amazing.
Right.
The escaping the Senate of those two. And I think that's like, dude, Mon Mothma needs to be a hot toy at some point as well. I don't know what they're waiting for with that. Let's get your shit together. Get your shit together, Lucasfilm. I hope you're watching this. Just if you need my help, just shoot me a message, man. Shoot me a message,
or just return one of my calls.
Oh, I haven't called. I haven't gotten to that point where I haven't called. I did show up
yet.
I showed up at their office a couple of years ago, but I was told I'm not allowed to knock on the door. I didn't want to get my buddy in trouble, so I didn't. I put him before me at that point. but we all went into Lucasfilm that year wearing our Carson Teva shirts.
Yes.
Yeah. making sure everybody knew. This is what we wanted. Awesome. So this is it. We're gonna end it here. Hour and a half. I was kind of thinking, oh, this should go quick. But no, Paul and I like to talk Star Wars. That's it. So if you're watching this on Toy Anxiety, please go over to DL44 Network.
It's an easy thing to do, my friend.
Easy thing to do. DL44 Network. Please give us a subscribe there. Paul and myself, our friend Steve 3, and Kevin Wong over from Toy Anxiety. We do a lot of streams like this and unboxings and Star Wars discussions over there. So if you liked hanging out with us, please give that a subscribe. If you are over watching this on DL44 Network and you haven't watched Toy Anxiety yet, and you want to hear more just talk about toys and action figures in general, please subscribe over to Toy Anxiety. If you like to watch unboxings and watch someone buy premium action figure and toy items, Paul, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me on my YouTube channel, Bitter Asian Dude Inc. Usually it's the show's called Funboxing Sundays, but we're going to be looking at changing the time, the date for the day for that, just because Sundays don't seem to be an option. But like Ryan says, I unbox a geeky collectible, I do a half-ass review, and we chat. There's also a drinking game, so you can check us out. Hopefully there'll be an announcement soon once I get my shit in order, and we'll get back to unboxing some really, really cool things.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for hanging out with me today.
Oh, yeah. Such a pleasure. I always love doing this.
So much fun. And thank you, everyone in the chat. We saw a lot of new names today. So thank you for hanging out and just chatting and having fun with Star Wars. That's what it's all about. All right. With that said, have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.
Be with you. Bye.